Hello, this is the Sainted Jester, and welcome to my top 9 games I have completely and utterly overplayed. This is a collection of games that I have narrowed down from 631 games I have owned, whether it be by disc, cartridge or digital download. Something. I have literally played these games, I've owned them, and I've spent many an hour into these games, and thank God I have. These hold a sacred place in my heart for unknown reasons. They may not be the most graphical, they may not be the most fun in some people's eyes. I know some of them definitely haven't stood up to a test of time. But when I played these, my God, I chucked in so many hours. I absolutely love them, and I'll even come back to them this day and still play them if I've got the ability to do so. So, without further ado, this is my top 9 games that I have completely and utterly overplayed so far. Let's get right into it. Valkyria Chronicles. Every day I came back from school, I would go straight onto the demo until this game was released and play the same mission over and over and over again. Each squad member you control has got its own personality. Someone you could actually see as actually being part of everyday life. The story is kind of like an alternate World War II. And it's all set beautifully in something called the canvas engine, I believe it is. So it looks like it's a watercolour, just a constant piece of art being unfolded in front of your eyes as a film. It's a turn-based game, and as I said, each person got their own personalities. You want to be part of that squad. There are some dark moments in this game, but it does remind you of that, obviously, war is hell in its own little unique way. So, that is my number 9. I absolutely love it. What's more to say?
Left, right, squad, halt, about, turn. Never have I seen such a shower in all my life. You recruits are here for one reason only, and that reason is war! I said war! Are you in love, Private? Then don't look at me or give me nightmares. Lights!
Hogs of War. Who would have guessed another World War II game? But this time with pigs. Of course there is. This game is a little niche. It's a fantastic little buggers. Each army you can think of in World War II has got its own squad. So, the British, which will be called Tommy's Trotters, the Americans, Uncle Ham's Hogs, the Germans, Sauerkraut, and the Japanese, Sushi Swine, and the French and the Russians. Oh, it's fantastic. The voiceover is done by comedians, and they do it absolutely fantastically. You can customize your own little Hogs of War into like medics, riflemen, artilleries. The fact that you can make your own little custom games and just have someone sat next to you and just listen to these as they literally shout at each other and the person who's playing these games. It's just great little insults. And that's all you'll need. It's just a fantastic little games. What more do you need when you've got pigs swearing at you for being absolutely crap at your job? Everyone wins. So, welcome to my number 8, Hogs of War.
Not just on the battlefield. There is no excuse for malingering. With any luck, it should all have blown over by Christmas.
Lego Island 2! When I was 12 years old, I wished I was made of Lego, and this game kind of took me to that place. where obviously I thought skateboards were cool back then. You're being a pizza delivery boy, what more do you need? And you live in a world of Lego. Everyone wins. It's a fantastic little story, but I would just play so many hours, just literally just going around the island, pretending that I actually live there. It may not be the greatest game in the world, but I enjoyed it so bloody much. Many hours were spent on this, and thinking that I could make a pizza when I was 12. Yeah, definitely, definitely not. But here we are, Lego Island 2.
Get me out of my face!
I sure has got you stick.
Ow!
What was that?
Quit your belly aching, we're on!
Army Men RTS, real-time strategies. I have played all the Army Men games before this and all the Army Men games after this, but this one wins the top prize. The fact that you can base build in this one, and the base units are literally using household objects such as a bowl of melted plastic and a mould to make your soldiers, pencils to make barbed wire posts. It's great. Your resources are plastic and electricity, and your dump trucks will source electric and plastic from household things such as the dog bowl, a battery in which to power your units and bases. The fact that you've got all the Sarge's heroes here, including one more Bullseye, so everyone's got their own little personality, and you believe when playing this game that when you turn your back, these little buggers in real life will actually come alive and actually start going to town on each other. What's not to love having little plastic men just literally blowing the living shite out of each other? Everyone wins. Well, this is our RTS. Carry on, Sergeant.
Alright, men, we got a job to do.
Number 5, we have Destruction Derby 2. The fact that I spent many a time with my friend pressing the X button and going left or right on the car to repair all the damage and missing wheels I did was phenomenal. I nearly literally broke both thumbs the amount of times I went mental on that X button. But that's why it was great. It was competitive, but there was no need for swearing or anything like that. It was a great little game. Fantastic little crash 'em up. Everyone wins. Command & Conquer Red Alert 2. I can sum up my entire experience with one word: walls. I made more walls than units in this game. I love to make the bases. I don't know why, I just did. And then just to literally set me little lads to patrol. But then again, the units, fantastic story. Giant squids, Kirov aircraft, prism tanks, stealth tanks, spies, attack dogs. A great story where literally the first mission, if you play as the Soviets, is to blow up the Statue of Liberty. Whose bright idea was that? Don't know, but it was absolutely glorious. And especially the expansion pack, Yuri's Revenge, magnifique. Number 3, we have Rome Total War, and this is a game I am still playing right now. All the expansion packs are fantastic, but number 1, Rome. You are a general back in ancient times. You have thousands of troops on the battlefield, whether you be Roman legionnaires all in perfect formation, whether you be the Celtic Gauls going absolutely mental and berserk, whether you be the Greek hoplites in just perfect spear formations, or just thousands of mass cavalry charging at the enemies, or even just literally sitting behind a wall and hopefully you don't get hit by a giant catapult. It's a fantastic game, thousands of troops on the screen, all doing your bidding, and they've all got their own little... It'll say each faction has got its own special units, such as, what is it now, they've got Cataphracts, the heavily armoured horses, which was on screen right there. The Romans who've got the Legionnaires. I can't remember which faction off the top of my head, and I'm still playing this now. The ones that got the giant elephants. The Britons, which have got the Wold Warriors. Everyone's got their own like specialised abilities as well. Whether it be going like diamond formation for your horses, using flaming arrows. It's a great RTS. Something that anyone who loves gaming needs to play. So there it is, Rome Total War, and all of the expansions, but this one takes the prize. Theme Hospital at number 2. Of course it's got to be Theme Hospital. The absolutely wacky diseases and illnesses. But one thing that I absolutely loved every single time is that they would not fuck around with surgery. Yes, you will get like the psychiatrist who trying to save people are dressed as Elvis. Bloaty heads where you have to pop it and reinflate it. But the fact they didn't mess with surgery just made it that just a little bit more realistic than it was just a build hospital. Absolutely glorious. Yes, the receptionist would spout some random crap on the tannoy. Your doctors and nurses would run around trying to save all their lives. It's great, fantastics. But this was definitely why it's at my number 2. They didn't mess around with surgery, the fantastic illnesses in this game, and you could just literally make your own hospital out of nothing. Everyone wins. So that is definitely at my number 2. Desert Strike returns to the Gulf. I could sit here and listen to this music for absolute hours. In fact, I do. Because I've got it on my phone on a loop, and I'm not afraid to admit that. It's fantastic. This game I have sunk many a year into. Even after I got my PlayStation 1. When I had this on the Sega, I absolutely loved it. You're an Apache attack helicopter pilot, and you have got to literally, of all things, rescue troops, blow up objectives, find resources. And the fact that this game actually taught me how to use resource management, such as when you expended bullets and rockets, you had to find ammo caches. When you was running out of fuel, you had to find oil drums. When you completed your mission, you had to land on your aircraft carrier. It was great. The story behind it, of all things, was, as its time, mental. Who bloody cared? But the fact that this little helicopter, this little pixel helicopter, was fully 3D in my eyes, and I wanted to be that pilot. I absolutely wanted to be that pilot, to stop the Scud launchers and all these, to blow up the refineries. I was absolutely adamant that I wanted to be a pilot. And this game just literally made me who I am. This game literally, the fact that I've played this for so long, I knew from then how to, if you want to say, better me inventory in games. I actually know that I've got to go back and actually look for stuff. This game actually taught me how to literally give me management skills, not in the fact that I had to look after staff, but but have to look after my own resources and make sure I had enough, that I didn't waste them, I didn't just throw it about, because if you didn't have fuel, you'd crash. If I didn't have ammo, I couldn't do anything. It was great. Yes, it was pixelated, but I didn't care. Fantastic game. My number 1. Desert Strike, Return to the Gulf. Thank you all for watching. Stay safe. Enjoy. See you all later.